Fellas, oh man, it's been a while. Oh man, it's been a while. Welcome in, everyone. I gotta hit the restart uptime button. I gotta get used to streaming again. It's been a while. Hello, folks. Oh man, this the first time streaming on the new setup. This is very odd. The monitors are too far away than what I'm used to. This is crazy. This is great. Welcome in, everyone. How are we doing? Can I turn the music up? The music might be a bit too quiet. You know what? We audio balance here. We audio balance. There we go. Up a bit. Hold on. Let's get a nice. Okay, there we go. Welcome in, everyone. I hope we are having a good time today. Yeah. This is great. This is great. So first off, welcome. We got Burger Man. Burger Man's a crazy first name to read. There we go. Archive Potato. Super Sam. It ain't Nate. Welcome in. But guys, ready? Look at this. What? What's this? I fooled you all. I fooled you all. It was merely just my own Nintendo Switch. But welcome in, everyone. We're having a good time. Having a good time. Pam, Android device. Iron Boy, Tom, Allie. Chris likes chips. Me too. All just chips. Canada classic. But yeah, welcome in, everyone. A few things to catch up. Also, whoa, Peak Gaming. Shout out to the members who watched that series. A lot's happened. A lot has happened in the past week. Obviously, you guys, look at this. Look at this. You guys aren't ready for this. Look at this bad boy. Yeah. Okay, enough showboating. But Nintendo did invite me to the Switch 2 event. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Let me skip the song. Let me wait. Let me just Wii Party main theme, why not? Yeah. Welcome in, everyone. Now, I'm fairly certain there is something called a Q&A feature on YouTube chat. I'm going to start one, and the question is going to be I'm just gonna say questions with a question mark. So I think you can go there. I cannot see your guys' chats anymore. I cannot see your guys' chats. Okay. Oh, they're really going in. Oh, this is good. This is good. Like I'm actually okay. I'm gonna have them up for the next 2-ish minutes, and then I'm gonna go through some, and then we're gonna keep going. That's cool. I like that, actually. I like that. I like that a lot. That's great. I thought I was gonna be playing games, but it looks like I'm gonna be. Hold on, let me swap my inputs back, so I can get my footage and take a look. And I'm actually gonna stop the Q&A now. Or actually, no, just I don't know if I can. Whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. All right, let's see here. Okay, so I got some questions. I'm gonna try and go through them as much as I can right now. But would you rather have the Switch 2 Pro controller or a third-party one? This right here, this controller. This is the 8-bit Do, I think, Ultimate Wireless 2 or Ultimate Bluetooth 2. They gave me, they sent me both. These are probably some of the most high quality controllers I've had. Not sponsored in this video, but in that short, yes. These are very good. These are awesome. But I'm a collector, so I'm gonna be getting the Pro controller. But these work amazing as well. The only things that these don't have, I'm fairly certain, is whatever HD rumbles in the Switch 2 controller, because that's obviously a thing. So yeah. You know, hold on, this Q&A thing kind of sucks. I can't even read chat. I'm ending the Q&A. I did see a question by Tito there saying, how hot did the back get? Now, when I was playing the games, I didn't really I wasn't able to really check, mainly because the only time I played like the Switch in its like handheld form, not Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. The only time I got to play in handheld mode was when I was playing one round of Mario Kart World. So hold on, let me show it. Let me show it for you guys. Yeah, the only time I was able to was this, and I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel anything. I mean, granted, this is only like I was like a relatively early time slot, so I don't know if it was running for a long time or whatever, you know, but there was. This is Nabbit. We're going to, I believe, Dry Bones Burnout. Just sick. Oh, I should have went on the rails. Another thing I should mention, we got glide rings in here. It's great. Are there themes on the Switch too? I could not see the home menu. If there's any home menu questions, I could not go there. How did the drifting feel? Oh, that's a good question, Riku. So the drifting, imagine, I'd say it's a mix of Mario Kart Wii and Mario Kart 8's drifting. You definitely feel like you act with Mario Kart 8. I found that the drifting was a bit more like, it was like really, really tight. This is more kind of like loosey-goosey kind of feel, but like you still have that same level of control. It's just that the kart actually drifts, you know, instead of just turn sharply, if that makes sense. You know, I got used to it. Like you see here, I got used to it pretty quickly. It still feels like Mario Kart drifting. It still feels great. My one, no, I can't pause there. My one thing that I hate, the one thing that I hate about like every single other racing game that isn't Mario Kart is that I just hate how the drifting feels. I really do. And you know, that isn't a dig. Different drifts for different folks, but man, it was just great. It was just great. Oh, Bread King, thank you for the 2. Let me turn it down a bit, actually. Can you pull off the Joy-Cons? Okay. Here's the thing. I did, when I went and said in my video, which you guys watch because you subscribe or whatever, I said that I tried to rip them off and I couldn't. I didn't want to use my full force, like just in case, but like I gave them a pretty like strong, like, ooh, you know, like a pretty solid like if they're not coming off. They're not coming off. I bet if you like really wanted to take them off, you really could take them off. But I mean, if you want to rip them off just to say that, oh, they're not strong, I can rip them off, then like, okay, that's on you, you know? Let's see. How easy is it detaching the it's so easy. Okay, hold on. I need a... No, I don't even have my... I don't have it here. But it's easier. It's easier than the Switch one. It's like... I just wanted to do it more, honestly. Why do I not have my heart rate on this one? Hold on. I just wanted to do it. It was just... It's so... Done. I just wanted to keep doing it, honestly. So yeah. Let's see. I missed it. I gotta scroll up. I'm gonna have to. Oh, Robbie asks, tells the story of pre-order journey. So, I originally tried to pre-order it online through like Best Buy and Walmart and all that jazz. And I couldn't, obviously, because everything was crazy. Everything was super duper crazy. I wasn't able to. And also I see folks asking about Kirby Air Riders. That wasn't at the event. But we'll get to all the other games in a second. Like I couldn't get a single pre-order. I could, you know, get it in the cart, you know, check out, put in my credit card details, yada yada yada, give it the good old send, and then all of a sudden, you know, items out of stock, right? So then I decided, hey, I'm gonna wait because the way GameStop did it, and you know, I will commend, you know, GameStop doesn't do good things all the time, but they did a good thing this one time, and that was they had pre-orders open in the stores first. So absolute lunatics like myself who want to actually pre-order the thing can arrive 4 hours before, three and a bit hours before the store opens and wait in line to pre-order the thing. But even after that, there was still so much stock for the people. There was like a line of like, I don't know, 50 to 100 people by the end of it. I was like third or something. And yeah, they were great. They were great. Like, I got it to pre-order. I pre-ordered everything. I even pre-ordered Donkey Kong Bonanza because I'm like, screw it, I'll pre-order the physical edition. I got everything, you know. At what time do you wake up? I woke up at 6. Left at 6:30. Store opened at 10. Yeah. So that was that. Let's see. How fun was your demo of Mario Kart World? Oh, guys, like now I'm gonna sound like I'm shilling, but like I kind of am, low key. But Mario Kart World feels like a mix of Mario Kart Wii and 8, and that's just oh my god, like it just brings me so much joy. It just brings me so much joy to see a game like this. And yeah, like you got the rail grinding here. It looks great. We got Goombas on. There was a moose. There was just like a moose on the road. Where is it? They're here somewhere. They are definitely here somewhere. There was a moose. There's the moose. Pause on the moose. So there is indeed a moose on the road. I tried to throw a shell at him, but I missed because smart steering screwed me over, which is crazy. Was the extra FPS and resolution? The screen was clear. I could not tell the difference between that screen and my OLEDs. So that's crazy. When are you uploading the gameplay footage on cdotplays? I'm looking at the gameplay footage right now. I'll probably be uploading one on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Yeah. Let's see. Oh my god, there's so many questions. So many questions. Let's see. Oh, I can't even read. This is so fast. Mario Kart World jumping review. Let me see if I can find a clip. It was early. So at the early, it's pretty funny. They said try not to have the shot be the full screen. I misinterpreted that as don't have the full screen in the shot. So it's gonna be cut off a bit there, but you guys can see, you have eyes. One of the things, I'm gonna make a short about this tomorrow specifically. This is one of the things that I really liked about Mario Kart World. So I'm doing one of the charge jump things right now, right? Right? I charge it up, and you see we have an unsuspecting Koopa right here. I jump, and then I trick off of the Koopa, but if we go back a tiny bit, you'll see something else. I take a coin. I rob the guy. I rob the poor Koopa. Look at this. Let's get a rewind. I robbed the poor Koopa. I did not even notice that when playing the game, but I robbed the Koopa. And I think that's so funny. That's great. I like that a lot. And then I absolutely eat dirt here. But yeah, that's pretty funny. Like that. Do you think the games are worth $80? I mean, all games in Canada are worth 80. But 80 US, that's up to your own opinion. I'm not a spokesperson for you, you know? I'm buying the game. Well, one, because I got to make videos on it, and two, as someone who has played the game, I actually pre-ordered this. I actually pre-ordered the game before I even played it, but we're not gonna talk about that. But like this game's really good. I'm gonna be playing this a ton, and I think I have my wheel back there, my steering wheel. I'm gonna definitely use it there. How does the sticks on the Pro Controller feel? Oh my god, I genuinely think, right? I got the main controller here. And this one, I don't know, like the finish on this controller, yeah, it's cool and all that, but like there's more of a, let's say, instead of like glossy finish like this one is, it's more of It's more of like a matte finish, and it just feels really nice. And I really like that on the Switch 2 Pro controller. So, yeah. How did the Joy-Cons feel? The Joy-Cons I was actually very surprised with. Let me grab mine. I gotta move mine. So here's a regular Switch 1 Joy-Con, right? We all know this. We all know this. Imagine if you took the Pro controller and the regular Joy-Con like this, and then you kind of smash them together and then put it all back into the Joy-Con. That's like the Switch 2 Joy-Cons. The stick, especially, you see the range of, it's a bit hard to see. There we go. There's the focus. Have to cover my eyes for the shot. There's not a whole lot of like range of movement. But with the Switch 2 Joy-Cons, I could just move the stick a lot more. I'm actually playing right here. I'm playing on the Joy-Cons. I'm playing on the Joy-Cons and all of that, which is great. Hey, look at that. Holy moly, did the GOAT just rage quit at Pokemon or succeed at Pokemon? We'll see. Well, welcome in, pair viewers. Welcome in, pair gamers. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Cheeseburger. You're spitting. We're talking about Switch 2 and all that. We're talking about Switch 2 and all that. So, yeah. Do you think they've permanently fixed stick drift? All sticks will drift at the end of the day. Like even one of my PS5 controllers got it, but my Joy-Cons have personally never drifted. So, you know what? I think it just depends on how you use them. I can't say that for certain. Is the improved FPS noticeable? On like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, absolutely. On Metroid was super smooth. I played it at 120 frames per second, which will be the actual like display speed, which is crazy. But yeah, that's neat. Let's see. So, wait, pair viewers. Actually, wait, pair gets, if you're still here, you get one question. You get one question about, we're going to talk about this on podcast Wednesday, but like, you get one question. Call me. All right. Crazy work. There we go. Hold on, let me, I don't want to, hold on. I don't want to show my Discord on screen here. Hold on. There we go. Where is pair? Where is pair on my friends list? Let me call him. Let me hit him with that.
Yo.
Can
you hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you.
Okay, I'm gonna cheat a little.
Okay.
I have two questions.
Two questions.
They're both kind of small.
All right, no problem.
The first one actually has nothing to do with the Switch 2, so
okay.
I think it's fair.
Okay.
Dream Smash 6 Fighter.
Is it trolling to say Noah and Mio?
I think that's valid, bro.
I think that.
Like you mean good. like you want them to play like Pyramithra or like Ice Climbers?
No, like Ice Climbers, like tag team.
All right, that's a little crazy, but you know, I can't hate a man for believing.
True.
If y'all don't know, Noah and Mio's from Xenoblade 3.
Yeah,
you know,
they're the goats.
Xenoblade 3.
Or
right.
Honestly, I can see Chibi Robo, but that's a crazy pull.
Genuine. I need you to throw bias. We all love Nintendo.
Yes,
but I need you to throw it out the window.
I will answer these truthfully. I mean, I've been speaking truthfully this entire time.
We've all held some premium controllers. I think like the DualSense 5 is a premium.
Yeah, I'd say it's very good. Yeah.
When you were holding the Switch 2 in handheld mode,
yeah,
with the Joy-Cons all plugged in, did it feel like premium? Because the Switch 1 feels a little plasticky and like you can bend it.
Mm-hmm. I did. You know, like here's another thing. When you have the Switch, like right now, when you have the controllers in, you know how the controllers like wiggle you can wiggle them a tiny bit while they're still like in the slots.
Yes,
you can't do that on the Switch 2. They're in there. I tried that out.
Let's go.
Right.
Okay, that's huge.
The kickstand, like you see it on there. It's like a tiny little flimsy piece of metal is what it looks like. But that thing, like it's harder to move than the OLED kickstand. I can bend the OLED kickstand more than I can bend that one. It's crazy. Like I tried to rip the controllers off. It needs an extreme amount of force to rip them off. You know, you'd have to be like deliberately trying to do that to actually rip them off.
That's awesome.
And just like the material is just, it's a bit more metallic than plastic, and it feels
that's good.
It feels really good.
I guess like, okay, cheating a little too, but like,
okay,
so like we got big boy hands, right? Like we're no longer kids. You know, the Joy-Cons, they kind of feel a little small at times.
Yeah.
So we know the new Joy-Cons are a little bigger. Does it feel like you're meant to hold it like a regular controller? Like, you know, an adult can actually use them well?
Like half the ones?
Yeah. Well, no, like even
or just like overall
mode.
Yeah. Honestly, it just felt so much like I feel like I keep saying that, but it felt so much nicer. Especially like holding it on its side. I was playing Street Fighter 6 at the event.
Oh, that's huge.
With it.
That's
just
awesome.
the bumpers when you have it sideways, they're so much bigger. And it just helps so much with just how you actually hold the thing. The buttons on the Joy-Cons as well. I was actually just about to get to this when you rated. They're still like kind of the clicky buttons, but they have a lot more travel distance, so you can like push them down more. It has a lot more like tactile feel to it, and it just feels a whole lot better. And
like
the buttons are bigger too.
The GameCube like Y and X buttons maybe.
Honestly, that's not too far off of a comparison. I'd say, maybe I'd say like Pro Controller D-pad on the Switch 1. That's kind of what it feels like.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time, bro. Have fun with stream.
Yeah. See you around. There you go. Questions answered. Oh, bye.
Peace out, bro.
That was Pam. Good man, Pam. All right. Let's continue with the questions, shall we? Wait, hold on. Make sure Discord's not my main monitor. Do not show me how the call goes, Discord. I do not care. I gotta turn the music back down. There we go. Bring that back over there. Perfect. I know how to stream. All right. Does the Pro Controller feel similar to the PS5? No, and that is a good thing. Like this right here, this is a good controller. I don't know. It's just Airship Fortune. Crazy. The Switch 2 Pro Controller might be one of the best controllers I've just held. I don't know how they just it fits my hand so well. So yeah. There we go. Oh, swag. Oh, don't want to play the market. Thank you for that. Thank you for the 5. Would you say that the Joy-Cons are good enough, or should I get a Pro Controller? It's honestly up to you, but right here, I'm Epic Gaming right now, and I'm using Joy-Cons. Also, I failed the timing. I was supposed to. I used it too early, and it was so sad. Also, welcome in. Like, if you want to get the Pro Controller for its like 40-hour battery life, you can, but I think the Joy-Cons also have a 40-hour battery life, or 20. I don't know. Nintendo controllers have obviously had ridiculously long battery lives, unless you're the Wii U gamepad. So yeah, honestly, up to you. But like, if you don't, let's say if you want to buy both at launch, look at me. And let's say you're unsure whether you should get one, and you're like, I don't know. This is a bit odd. You can just run with a singular or with the Joy-Cons for now, and get a Pro Controller later if you want. But if you don't want to get a Pro Controller at all, that's fine too. Like, it was good. Especially the joysticks on these new Joy-Cons are just so much better. Oh my god. Do the In-Between Worlds and Mario Kart World feel empty, or are they fun to play through? Hold on. Let's show the clip. They do not feel empty because you can do this. You can jump on the cars. Oh my god. I feel like as more people get to play it, and this is at 100cc. Let me go to where was I free roaming? Like it was great. Like if we take a look at this, like just the. I believe the free roam here. I believe this is 100cc gameplay, but like you can do so much. You could do so much in this game, and honestly, I'm so excited to just explore the open world. I didn't see any I'm looking at the little mini map in the bottom right, trying to see if I find. Oh, I found a question mark panel. Wait, I found a question mark panel. Hold on. Did you guys see that? You guys see that? It's on the wall. It's very hard to see, but it's on. How do you get there? How? That's like high up on the wall. How do you get there? How do you get there? How did the power button feel? I did not press any power buttons today. So look at that. But also another crazy thing. Yeah, I hopped in one of these and just went crazy. You know. But like even looking at this, there's so much that wasn't even a part of the track. But yeah, that's great. Loading times, oh my god, non-existent. Especially for, let me see if I can get to. See if I can get a Zelda. Oh, here's me playing Breath of the Wild. Wait for it. Oh, right. Teleport. It's so much better. It's so much better. So yeah, that's great. Do the mouse controls feel good? Do I have Metroid up here? Do I have a close-up when I'm using it? Kinda. They felt good. Honestly, this is at 120 frames per second, so you can't really see it. But it was good. It was good. I really enjoyed it. Not for me. I will say the mouse controls were not were not for me in this specific scenario. I think I like using motion controls on Metroid Prime better. But like it was still great. Okay, hold on, let me get it. Ooh, banger, hold on. Because when you also this guy died. There we go. Oh, and Alex, thank you for the 2. Was Luigi in Mario Kart? Luigi was in Mario Kart. Were the buttons clicky or mushy? They were clicky, but they were a lot more. Honestly, it's kind of like a mix. It is the best way I was able to say it. It was. Let me see. Is there a button I can? They were clicky, but they had a lot more travel distance until they actually clicked, if that made sense. So yeah. There we go. Do the Tears of the Kingdom dupe glitches still work? I did not play those. But also for this, I didn't end up locking on to that many enemies. Just because I was using mouse controls and I have the God tier aim. But yeah, that was about it. There we go. What was the best track in Mario Kart? The best one I played. Let me just. Also, here's Frederick. Hold on. Where is he? Oh, there he is. The goop covered up the leaf, but he's there. He's there. Let's go to, that's DK footage. Mario Kart. The best track I played so far was Dry Bones Burnout. I'm just gonna let this play a bit. But oh my god, it was great. You see orange Pianta? There's a Pianta in this race, I'm fairly certain. But like it's great. Love it. Toad's Factory Airship Fortress. I did not. Like, oh, this looks so cool. It's like Day of the Dead themed and everything. It's great. This little sequence especially. And like you can jump up on the walls. Oh my god, it's gonna be crazy. I missed the trick on that? Me? Crazy work. Crazy. Oh, when I can. Oh, I see something. Look at this. Hold on. I'm gonna pause it if I can at the right time. You see these bones? You go up on this wall. You drive on it. You hop over to this little area. You hop onto this rail. You go further along the rail, and then you can drop down. Oh my god, it's gonna be so cool. That's gonna be so cool. You tried playing the Joy-Cons on the side, and did they feel better? Yes, they did, and it was like actually a viable option instead of hand cramps, which is great. Whoa. Does Metroid Prime 4 require mouse controls, or are they optional? It does not require them. I believe I have. Oh, that's Donkey Kong. I have footage of me doing it regularly. Oh, I got him. Good. Oh, it's me using mouse. I mean, I wanted to use mouse for the most part. Oh, there we go. There's me just using regular motion controls. Never mind. I was using the mouse. Never mind. Who's the craziest character in Mario Kart World? Probably Cataquack. As far as sturdiness, we say it's closer to the Switch Lite. Magu, I answered this question a bit earlier, so go back if you want the full explanation. But there's no wiggle when you held it. It was great. It was good. What was Star-Crossed World good? Let me see. Star-Crossed World is great. I mean, it's more Kirby. Kirby has never had a bad game. The worst Kirby game is like, oh, it's all right. You know, it's fun. You know, that's about it. It's really 120 FPS. Metroid was really 120 FPS. Well, that was the only one they had little. If you look up top here, full HD, 120 frames per second. They have it there. So that was one of them. So yeah, StarCraft's a bunch of remix levels. It's a bunch of levels that take place in the same setting as previous levels. At least the one I played. So like this one, right? Got this big shot of everything. And you go usually you go to the right, you go a completely opposite way. Do I buy it instead of a Series X? With this one, you will have games. So look forward to that. Joy-Con drift. No, I did not feel any Joy-Con drift. But also just treat your controllers better, you know, low key. Let's see, we got Dolphin, Charge and Chuck, Rocky Wrench. Crazy work. Here's I'll let Knockout Tour play. I was actually stalling by trying to look at all of them. But who said that? And let's see. DK Bonanza. We'll talk about Bonanza in a tiny bit. Is Zelda gonna be 60 FPS or 120? I don't know. They didn't tell me, but it was definitely 60. Do you think we can finally play Peak without a toaster in our hands? I mean, I would assume so. Oh, and this looks so good. I'm so sad. I'm not gonna play Mario Kart. Oh, but I have to for the marathon, which we're inevitably gonna hit because we're only 2,000 subscribers away from 500,000. Oh man, that's sad. I have to play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe again. Oh my god, I have to play it again. I will say though, for this entire demo, the entire experience. Oh, banger. I did not notice any game under 60 frames per second. Everything was like that. I think any game I played, like any first party Nintendo game. Oh, let me just. There we go. Yeah. I think Peak No Blade 3 will be better. Yeah, I think just as it is, it will be better. So yeah. It's crazy. Here if the Switch 2 is gonna have themes. No, I did not. Any home menu things, I didn't. For all the games you played, 120. I do not know. The only one I can confirm was Metroid. But yet again, I'm a simple guy. If it's 1080 60, I'm satisfied. And this was 4K 60 to 120. I have no idea. But yeah, that's crazy. Is there unlockable characters in Mario Kart World? I just had the standard. Let me go back here. I just had the standard selection screen, so it didn't show. It didn't show much. It didn't show much there. Yeah, I'm like, let me look at these. Oh my god, I'm such a troller. Yeah. Scale of 1 to 10, how good Tears of the Kingdom graphics? I mean, you can see for yourself, but it's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. I'm so glad I got an Octorok Eye first try. I'm so glad. And I also had one in the inventory. So we were chilling there. What do you think of the new Mario Kart music? I could barely hear it. I could barely hear any. This works. I could barely hear it because it was just so loud during the actual event. But, you know, they're bangers. I've heard the Mario Kart Direct. They're bangers. Yeah. I think the mouse mode will work well on softer surfaces. I tried it on my, like using the Joy-Con on my pants for like 2-3 seconds. It worked. it worked, you know. So yeah. Is it worth it to switch from PS? I mean, hey, that's your decision. Based on the games you want to play, you buy the console, you know? How to describe the gameplay of Donkey Kong Bonanza? Let me get to it. Dude, I'm schmoovin'. Look at this clip right here. The camera unfocused for a bit. But yeah, I'm absolutely schmoovin'. It was great. Donkey Kong Bonanza, it's a mix of Bowser's Fury and like Mario Odyssey, I feel. Like banana. Why am I zoomed in so much? Oh my god. There we go. Oh, I missed. Yeah, like there's a lot. You can climb on anything. You really just, you can do a lot. You can do a lot of stuff. Let me find a good clip. Let me find an Epic Gamer clip. Oh, there's this. Right, we got a little bonus stage like classic Donkey Kong, you know. Yeah, look at this. We got the big gold area, which is great. Let's see. What was your favorite game you played? Probably Mario Kart, but I am, biased. Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Oh, Metroid Prime. I can't decide. They're so good. Should I get a Steam Deck instead? What games will you play on your Steam Deck? That it's all dependent on the games. It's all dependent on the games that you want to play. Also, I picked up a red balloon here. I don't know if this is a new thing. But me and Donkey Kong went here, picked up a good old balloon. And then I immediately eat dirt. Check this out. Yeah, I immediately eat dirt and use it. So that was pretty solid. Wait, hold on. Oh. There we go. Oh my god, it's so loud. Turn it down. Let's see. Is there Mii support? I could not tell. Let's see. Drag and drive. I don't have the gameplay on it here, but honestly, a lot more fun than I was expecting to. I gotta give them credit. So that was pretty cool. Screen made of glass or plastic. As far as I could tell, it was plastic. Which I think, or was it? I have no idea. It's an LCD screen though, and it looks very nice. Did the buttons feel more like Joy-Con 1 or Switch Lite? They felt like a mix of, I don't know. It's hard to tell. They're definitely, there's more travel distance, but they're not mushy, They're like, what if the Switch 2 buttons were the Switch Lite buttons, as in they were mushy, but also clicky at the same. Ew, it's weird. They feel great though. Let's see. How did the Switch 2 texture feel? It felt like a controller. It was good. Let's see. Couldn't pre-order the Switch 2. What do you suggest I do? Try to pre-order it somewhere else, Touchscreen. I actually didn't use the touchscreen at all now that I think about it. Boo. I love how the boos look in this game. Look at the sting bees. Yeah, you see how far I can move the joystick? It's so much better. I cannot get over how much better the joysticks are. As well, you see how the buttons, they're a bit more like propped up. It's great. Does the console have sauce? Mario Kart has sauce. DK has sauce. Metroid has sauce. What other games I played? Obviously, Tears of the Kingdom Breath. Actually no, Tears of the Kingdom Breath of the Wild don't have sauce, but they don't need to. Actually, no, they definitely do have sauce. Kirby. What does a C button do? It's like a chat thing. I don't know. I did not use it. Let's see. Do the triggers feel the same? That's a good question. They feel not as cheap. I guess that they don't feel as like. They're a lot more defined, I guess is a word. And like with this one, it's like, okay, it's a little. I just use a switch option. It's like a little, you know, it's a little like plastic thing, which, you know, gets the job done, but it's not the best. But there it was. Oh, this game's so good. I'm so excited for Mario Kart World, guys. You have no idea. And the items stay out behind you without having to hold down the buttons or anything like that. Yeah, Mario Kart World of snaking. I tried. It didn't work well. There we go. Oh, such a good track. Such a good track. Enjoyed this a ton. One fella asked about the weight of the thing. I would say the Switch 2 is a bigger console than the Switch 1, obviously. So I'd say it's the same. It's bigger, but the console is still, like, the density remains the same, if that makes sense. So it's kind of, whoa, banger transition. Forgot I did that. Is the screen better? Way better. Way better. I'd say it was that a battle mode stage right in the middle there? Crazy. But I'd say, what was I talking about? Yeah, the console, like, I didn't notice any difference in weight from the Switch 1 to the Switch 2, but that's because, like, the density of the Switch 1 and Switch 2 are the same. The Switch 2 is just larger. Does that make sense? So, like, you could tell, like, oh, it's a bit heavier, but then after a while, like, okay, that's just a Switch, you know? You can also emote as the cow, I'm fairly certain. I think I do it here. If you just press the item button. Yeah, you just do a little dance when you have no item. How good are the Mario Kart World tracks? They're good. They're good. I'm so sad I didn't hit this guy. But yeah. I think about the new Mario Kart music. Said that before? I could not hear anything. I could not hear anything. What games do you think should have Switch 2 editions? I feel like Xenoblade ones are only a matter of time. If not, they're just going to get a free update probably because Monolith Soft are goats. Was Wind Waker fun? I mean, it's Wind Waker. It's Wind Waker, you know? There we go. Do you taste the game cards? No. No, I did not. How is the UI? UI was great. Simple. I might be the only person that doesn't have a issue with the... Where is it? With the character select screen. You know? The way I see it... Let me... This is not... I need a more chill song. What are we doing? Serene Shores. Run it. The way I see the character select screen for it, like Mario Kart World, is you have all of the characters and costumes separate. The way I see this, I could, you know, press Shy Guy and then go to Slope Styler Shy Guy, aka Canadian Shy Guy, and you know, click on the option to select the costume. Or I could just find Slope Styler Shy Guy and click on him, you know? I feel like that just gets rid of like a two-step process, you know? So it's just like a one thing, you know? So it's just, oh wow, I'm gonna go look, find the character I want, hit the button. You know? It would be nice to have that like a drop-down menu option for other folks. There's like a sort button I didn't even think it was there. But it was there. Like, it was the character. What am I saying? Well, my brain gotta like. For folks who aren't very acquainted with video games and know that in this menu you press a character and then you're driving as that character, it's a lot easier to understand that instead of having another drop-down menu there, if that makes sense. So, yeah. There it is. Can you turn off intermission tracks? What in the world is an intermission track? Intermission? Is that it? I would assume... Where is it? Starview Peak. I have no idea what that intermission option is. But if I were to give a guess, it wouldn't be the in the middle of the tracks option, and would be more so the we don't stop after we finish a track. There's no intermission between tracks. So you still do the first race, move to the second track, move to the third track, and finish at the fourth track. You still do that, but there's no breaks in between. That's what I think. That's what I think. And gyro aiming was very good. Do you think Tomodachi Life Living the Dream will have a Switch 2 edition? I don't know if it'll have a Switch 2 edition, but I think you'll be able to play it on Switch 2, obviously. Is there 200cc? The entire demo was locked to 100. I could not tell. How does the mouse feel for Prime 4? Great. Like, it worked a lot better than I expected it to. It was great. Let's see. It was made of aluminum like the OLED or plastic like the OG. It felt higher quality. Like, it felt... I don't want to say, like... Actually, yeah, it felt premium. It really did feel premium in comparison to the Switch 1. Played Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom? I did. Did frames dip at all? The only time I saw a frame dip was, I think, if I go... Hold on, wait for it. It's coming up. Wait, where is it? It was... oh yeah, it was right here. I think there's some stutter right. It was right there. It just happened. I'm gonna chalk this up to being the January build of Donkey Kong Bonanza, and as a game, as one of the game devs, I know that this build was most likely made in January or February, and you know, the demo on the treehouse that they showed off, the treehouse segment, which was shown off on April 2nd, which most likely had a more updated build of the game. It didn't have those frame drops in it, so it's just an unfortunate timing with like how builds are made and just like scheduling stuff on the game dev side of things. So yeah, there we go. Shout out to the game dev homies. I still have no idea how this even works. Like even on a Switch 2, like you can just do this. Okay, like that's okay. Why not? You know, why not? Why not? Do the Joy-Cons make your pinky numb? I mean, I only played, let's see. The only time I played with Joy-Cons was Metroid Prime 4 and this. I'm holding it right. Do we get a close-up? Do we get a close-up? I know I get a close-up shot. Oh. Nope. Oh, go back. These are the Mario circuits, which is great. We got the Joy-Cons there. Look at that. And it was great. Straight line Mario Kart actually fun. It is actually fun. I was jumping on cars. It works. Like these feel great. These feel great. How's the texture on the console? It feels nice. It feels nice. How fast do you travel in free roam? I believe it's 150. Just from what I could tell, like I'm moving. Like if we take this. Hold on, let's go. All right, there we go. Right. Pretty standard. If we go back to... Oh, yeah, that's definitely 150. Right here. Okay. Here. Yeah, it's a definite speed increase. Like, this was great. If I recall correctly with my brain, I do believe that 50cc is like 65% speed. 100 is like 80, and then 150 is like 100% speed. Then 200cc is 135% speed. I don't know how accurate those numbers are, but that's what it feels like. Was free roam a nothing burger? Free roam, it was the waiting room. I was not able to do anything else, except I did absolutely go crazy on this wall. Shoutouts. That was great. Just bought C.dot merch? Thank you, Sin. Appreciate it. You guys too. On cdotshop.com. Is it comfortable in handheld mode? It's way more. It's way more comfy. Part of that comes with it being a bit larger, but another part of it just comes with how the controllers actually feel. Do the Joy-Con 2 Snapple? They do. Okay, what's the Mario Kart meta? I do not know. I played 4 races. Actually, I played 3 races on this big long knockout tour. which I must say, look at how varied this is per rally, right? So the Blue Shell rally was, we start at Boo Cinema, right? We start at Boo Cinema. And then we go to Starview Peak, DK Pass, I believe Salty Speedway, Peach Beach, and then Wario Shipyard, right? How's a smoother frame rate feel? On Metroid, it was crazy. It was great. It was great. Is the Pro Controller worth the price? I don't know. I didn't play it enough, but like controllers are usually pretty pricey, but it probably was one of the best feeling controllers I've ever used. So yeah, there we go. Absolute Boost Cinema. Do the Joy-Cons rattle when you wiggle them? No, they do not, Zap. No, they do not. That's one that they do not do that. They do not do that at all. In terms of HD Rumble, like, because here's the thing with HD Rumble. The thing is with HD Rumble is you're not supposed to notice the HD Rumble. That's like the whole point, you know, just to like completely immerse you into the experience. But when I tried to like feel the rumble, I guess it was great. It was great. Is the video you're watching posted? No, all these videos are gonna go up with my own commentary on c.plays. I think one will go up tomorrow, then Thursday, then Saturday. How was the GameCube controller? It feels like a GameCube controller. This is a 8-bit do wireless one, but it feels like a GameCube controller, you know? So it's great. Do you see it being as successful as the Switch 1? No, because hopefully there's not going to be a pandemic. Gonna host a Mario Kart World tournament near launch? Yes. Depending on how many folks can get it. It might have to be like a month after launch once I get back from VidCon, but we'll see. We'll see. Is wall hopping fun? I'm gonna point to this clip. Look at this. This is great. This is great. Love that. Love that. Do you like the color scheme? I like it. I like it. It feels grown up. You know, it feels like the little Switch 1 after 8 years, you know, grew up. Wait, I think it's funny. I think Mario Kart World or DK winning Game of the Year. I don't see a racing game winning Game of the Year, but I do see it being one of the best-selling games of all time. So I don't know. I see Metroid Prime 4 getting Game of the Year actually. So that'll be that. Actually, I see Kirby Air Riders. It's a racing. I don't care. I see that getting Game of the Year. And when Boo Cinema, Starview Peak, we actually got owned by some charging chucks. I tried to jump over them with the charge jump. Did not work. Did not work. Does Mario Kart have sauce? Mario Kart absolutely has sauce. What do you think about the C button being locked behind a paywall? Is it locked behind a paywall? I know there's like a free demo of like game chat because I know you need online for it. I mean, I'm not using it, so you know what? You can make that as you are. Do you know when the digital game cards are coming? Are you talking about like the key card things? Because I mean, those exist. I know that no like Nintendo first party games are so I will be buying lots of those. So yeah, that's something. How did you like the new items? Ooh. Let me see if I can get footage of me using any. Too bad I'm in first all the time, or second in this case. Ooh, got him. Got him. Owned. Do I have a feather here maybe? Nothing. Okay, blue shell. What about back here? No, I think I got hammers later on. Yeah. The hammers are cool. I need to get used to the range of them though. But we'll see. Is fake item box back? I did not see it. How's the strength of the Joy-Cons? Are they easy to pull off even when locked? They're not easy to pull off. I tried. You know, I didn't full force it because at the end of the day, I got screwed over there. I got screwed over there by smart steering. You see that? I would have won the race if it wasn't for this. Look at this. About to jump. Smart steering instantly activates to turn me right. I miss it. All right. I'm just... Anyways. So that was something. But what was I... Oh, God. What was I reading? Oh, God. I forgot. I'm going to scroll up. Oh, yeah. Like, obviously, if I wanted to pull off the Joy-Cons by force, I could pull off the Joy-Cons by force. But if I'm not actively trying to pull off the Joy-Cons by force, you know, I could hang the Switch like this by a Joy-Con and it doesn't fall. Like, it's great. Was FF7 there? It was not. What's your hair routine? I woke. That's not a Switch 2 question, but I woke up like this. We can go back and run this one. Debating or not whether to get the Switch 1. Had to guess. What would you think be the best time to get one in the future? Probably around Christmas. They'll probably have some deals, but also a lot of people will probably be buying the console around Christmas time. So yeah. How did you get invited? I checked my emails one day, and there was the invite. So there is. Except for Bloodborne. Yes, I am. Is the most move stable on the table bars? Yes, it is. Is Donkey Kong worth the $100? I'll have to see. I was on sub level. Where was it? This was sub level 100 and I dropped down to 101. I don't know how many sub levels there are going to be in this game. But like that is crazy. Is Nintendo of Canada subscribed? Does Nintendo of Canada have a YouTube channel? I'll have to check that actually. So we'll see. Donkey Kong is not 100, it's 70. We're the Canadians are talking. All right, the Canadians are talking right now. So we'll have to see. We've only seen one trailer, and to put into perspective, the first trailer of Mario Odyssey didn't even show capturing enemies yet. So I'm sure there is still stuff about this game that I haven't seen or played yet. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, here's the wait. There's the sublayer 101. And then you just keep going down. So who knows how many there are going to be? Who knows? Staples Canada has games? Really? Crazy. Oh, dude, I love Kirby in the Forgotten Land plus Star-Crossed World. I love Kirby in the Forgotten Land. How satisfying is it to snap the Joy-Cons on and off? I don't have to think about it. I just go and they're on. It's so nice. It is so nice. It's so nice. It's so nice. And just like, oh, the Kirby game looks so good. This movement in Mario Kart World feels super different. It's like a mix of Wii and 8. That's the best way I can describe it. As someone who played a ton of Wii, it plays how I remember Mario Kart Wii and how Mario Kart 8 plays. You know? Oh, we ran out of that song already? Oh, we get Shovel Knight? Not right now. Ooh, banger. Was there anything you don't like about the Switch 2? I'm honestly trying to think. I mean, I do really enjoy my Switch 1, but there definitely was some things I didn't like about it. Obviously, I had to get in like I have a 512 gigabyte SD card in there. I had to get all that, obviously. There was great. It was great. Let's see. I will say 256 gigs is great. I don't know. I mean, Donkey Kong Bonanza is 10 gigabytes, so I don't think I'm worried about the file size piling up that fast, and I'm getting all my games physical. So that's great. I really like I don't need an SD card at launch. That is great. I know I'll be bringing a bunch of like a bunch of my original Switch 1 games onto there. I don't think I'll ever like stop using my first Switch if I wanted to play like Box Boy or something, you know. Actually, no, I'll probably bring it over eventually. So yeah, like Donkey Kong's new look. Yeah, I do. I think it's great. How hard do you think system transfer will be? I did it with my OLED Switch. It was very easy. It was honestly just, yeah, transfer your account, re-download your games, you're done. You know, it only transfers your save data. What games do you predict for later in the year? Metroid Prime 4 feels like a September. Kirby Air Riders feels like a October. Yeah. And then Pokemon feels like a November. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment feels like a December. So, quote me on that. Quote me on that. I think we're getting a new Animal Crossing near the start of the console's life, would be later. I think it's going to come out next year along with the new 3D Mario. So we'll see. We'll see. Get to play Silksong early? I did not. Get to play GameCube Online? I did for a small little bit. I tried to manual Super Swim in Wind Waker. And yeah, that was about it. How long before you think they'll slap Splatoon 4 on the wall? I give it 3 years. Give it 3 years. When you were building anything in Tears of the Kingdom, was any lag? No. No noticeable, or not even no lag. No lag notice. Let me go to it. Right, like even when, for example, right here, right? Willie, welcome in. For example, right? The classic, shout out to the Zeldathon. The classic wind bomb. No lag. I'm not paused in the air. You know? Hit an axolotl. I'll try. Hit the parry, obviously. You think it'll be a new Xenoblade? Eventually. It might be a while because, the trilogy ended up. Let's see. I think Donkey Kong speedruns will be. I was moving crazy. Hold on. I was moving absolutely crazy, if you could not tell. Let's see. Got a map. Yeah, the roll move, I can see so many people using the roll move. It's great. Waiting to be announced at the June Direct. That will 100% happen. I think it'll be more follow-ups. I think it might be a mini. More follow-ups on games we already know. But yeah, Super Mario 64, have you read the... I have not. I've not read those. I don't think I will either. But yeah, controller close up. The controller feels so nice. I can't. The Pro Controller just, like I said, it just felt like I was playing the game with my brain. It was fantastic. Yeah. Here, that move's crazy. So I can roll, and then I can grab the ground. Like it's like that's really cool. That's really cool. You think the console's worth the price? I think it is. It is. How loud is the fan? Yet again, any sound related things, I couldn't tell you. It was just so loud in there. So I didn't like hear a, I didn't hear like a fan going off. But who knows? What do you think the rocks are for? Who knows? Oh, Jack, thank you for the 2. Tutorial on how to buy Switch 2. You go to the store. You go outside. Crazy. I know. But yeah, you go outside and you go to it. Man, I remember when the Switch 1 first came out. Like I knew ever since I was playing the Wii U, I knew the Switch 2. I'll let the gameplay run. I knew the Switch 2 was going to... Or I knew the Switch 1 was going to come out, back in like 2015, 2016. So, Super Mario, thank you for the 2 again. Thank you. I will, I do remember that... Oh, it's the bonus stage again. I do remember that... I heard like the NX was going to come out. I started cutting grass and shoveling snow for like the life of me. It took a while. But I saved up, I think, like $1,000. And I managed to like buy a whole ton of stuff at launch, which is great. I mean, so don't say you're broke. You can, but it is definitely more pricey than the original. For me, it was I bought Mario Kart physically because I'm a lunatic. So that was 630 Canadian maple syrup dollars, and then another 110 on top of that. But yeah, I mean, I'm in a position to do it. So, you know, no complaining for me. Let's see. What game you know won't get a sequel, but you really wanted to get one? That was Kirby Air Ride for me. That was Kirby Air Ride for me. You know? What do you do in the Kirby DLC? We can go back to it. Oh, wait. It's more Kirby. It's just straight up more Kirby. It's great. I don't really know the story of anything. I know that there's a meteor that crashed down and is causing some havoc. There we go. And Super Mario 64, thank you for the one gift to peanut butter. Perfect. Look at that. Okay, we do not need the Xenoblade banger on right now. We do not need the Xenoblade banger on right now. Wait for it. I'll answer a few more. This has been good. Was Kirby Forgotten Land DLC any? Yes. Now let's see. What's this say? Nothing like that. Meteor showers. Okay. They're sturdier and stronger, yes, but for them it's beast pack business as usual. Okay. EX Volume 1. Okay, noted. Children mysterious planet. The power to contain the evil meteor. In the distant past, they traveled through time, crossed the galaxy, and discovered a planet-destroying meteor. They became planet protectors, turning themselves in crystal. Okay, take a shot every time they say meteor. Dear Lord. Yeah, that was wild. Beat Tears of the King with a Pokeball controller with this? With this bad boy? I don't know about that. I do not know about that. And Super Mario 64, the game. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate it greatly. Pro Controller 2 if you like the DualSense. It feels like the Pro Controller 1, but like way better, and I don't know how they did it. It was great. Let's go back to Mario Kart World. This was the first race I ever did of Mario Kart World. They got the snowman. Oh my god. How's the camera? I did not try out the camera there. But it's a lot smaller. It's like this big. It was a lot smaller than I thought. So yeah, D-pad still broken? No, it's fixed. Not that I ever had an issue with the D-pad in the first place, but it's like a lot. It's a lot better. What character do you wish to be added to Mario Kart? They turned Rob into a bike. I don't know. I'm kind of happy with it. Seeing the Mario Kart UI, I really like the item boxes. I didn't get an item box there. Hold on. Also here, it's a bit hard to see because it's on the very end here. But I jump on Wiggler. Thought that was funny. Yeah, I really like the item box UI. I think it's great. Look at that. Yeah, wait for it. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, let's go. Like Starview Peak, like this, even at 100cc, I was having a good time, you know. What song is this? Oh, this song might actually get me copyrighted low key. Forest Interlude, Donkey Kong Country 2. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. Bullet Bill's still good. It is. I never used it, so there you go. And Mario says for thank you for the 2. They're good comic strips. I do not have time, so I will not be reading them. But thank you regardless. How much chaos would 200cc make? It would make a lot. I have a feeling it's going to be like some secret unlockable because 150cc is what the game is designed for. It's how you are going to be playing the game most of the time, unless you are an insane person like me. So I can see 200cc being a bonus. But that's about it. We're at Starview Peak. One thing I did notice though. Can I move my shoulder so the camera refocuses, please? There we go. Oh my god, it's still unfocused for all of this. There is music for when you start approaching the track, and then it seamlessly transitions into the track. It's so cool. It's so cool. I like it a lot. It's giving me a lot of ideas for dynamic music I put in my games, but it's really neat. So it's like a build up, and then boom, go. It's really awesome. Did it ever feel boring? No, but you keep in mind, this was an event that Nintendo invited me to be at, and I was excited out of my mind regardless of what was happening. But it still felt really great. I did have a really good time. Move my shoulder, me. You're almost there. Come on. Just take one step. Just take one step. There we go. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. See, I tried to, yet again, I tried to jump on the wall. Didn't work. Smart steering. So, yeah. And Robbie, thank you for the two. Glad to be here for the first console launch. Console. I need to drink what? Hold on. I'm getting some water. I'm getting some water. Give me a moment. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the two though. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Oh, internet settings, 3DS, nice. Yeah. There we go. Let's see. I think wall riding on races was smart steering or was limited for the demo. I do think this was smart steering because I do wall ride later on. I'll put out all this full footage eventually. But also we got turned into the snowman, which was great. There's so many. What the heck? Oh wait, you see that? See how do I get all the way up there? Oh, you probably can't. But there's rings like Comet Observatory rings up there, which I like all the way up there. Probably can't get to those, I would assume. But this is a great track. Really like this one. Oh, the joysticks feel so good. The joysticks feel so good, and especially with a game like this, Mario Kart controls super well. Like, like you play this and you're like, yeah, it's Mario Kart, you know? Waffle says, if you notice me, I'll cry. That's not a question about the Switch 2. Did it feel heavy? It didn't feel heavy. I could tell that it was a bit heavier, but since it was a bit like, you know, larger in size compared to the Switch one, I was like, oh, I'm holding a Switch, you know? Same density. Same density. How good is the game chat compared to Discord? I did not try game chat. Any tips on game development? Don't overscope. Start small. Do not make your dream game right off the bat. Shoulder buttons. Shoulder buttons were great. Especially, I liked using the triggers a lot. They felt a lot more like responsive and not plasticky. Yet again, these are probably all brand new Switches. But yeah, was a click snap of the Joy-Con satisfying? Oh my god, it was so good. It was so great. This stage looks great as well. I wish it was in 150cc. But yeah, how are the loading times? Not at all. Like, and with Mario Kart World, like it's loading the entire map also, and it's like not even 5 seconds. So it's great. If anything, it's not even enough time for me to just take a sip of water, and I'm like, that's crazy. Oh, rail grind, crazy. Let's get up your dream game. No, it's not. Do the Mii's still exist? Yeah, I assume so. What did they add to Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom? They added the gamepad. They added the gamepad back. They added the gamepad back. I was not able to experiment with the Zelda notes, but it was great. It was great. That I also ready. Tears of the Kingdom speedrun. The draw distance as well. Further out. Those Octoroks spawned in like when I was way up high. So that's another benefit of the Switch 2 edition. Console bigger than the OLED? Yes. Yes, it is. Let's see. I feel the quality. The quality in handheld mode, I mean, when I go back to Mario Kart, like, no discernible difference. Can you tell there was a difference with 24 players? Yes. Where was it? It's like right at the beginning of this race. Look at how hectic this is. I think on my screen specifically. Like, look at how many folks are just like, look at that. See how many folks are just like bumper cars all together? It was crazy. It was crazy. So that was great. HD Rumble 2 versus PS5. As someone who has played with both controllers, honestly, especially like in Astrobot, some of the rumble features, like I just wanted to turn off. Like for example, when you're flying around in the world map on Astrobot, I was playing it actually earlier today because I was stress testing some 4K stuff. It was, I don't know. It was just like, it's too rattly. Like it makes so much noise. I'm like, what's going on? Do you think the connector will snap? The little one on the inside of the Switch? Not at all. It's in there. Like it's good. Roll Pack misses you. When are you coming back? I was busy graduating. But I'll be back next episode. And also on when, yeah. I feel Mario Kart World would be worth the money based on the demo. I wasn't able to free roam. I was able to free roam for a bit. But the one thing I realized, if I can see the map, it's a bit hard to see here. It's pretty hard to see here. But for example, up here, this is, I believe, Big Donut. This is a battle mode stage. There's like everything's so interconnected. It's absolutely crazy. And it's hard to see, but there's like faded not Ace Race from Minecraft Championships. There we go. So yeah, you can look in here and you can see all of the track layouts. It is insane. It's genuine. Like I'm trying to look up to it, but it looks so. There's so many connecting roads, and it's, oh my god, it's crazy. It is crazy. So yeah, does the frame rate feel good? It does feel great. It's the smooth 60 at least. So yeah. How many tracks are there? I think there's 30, including Rainbow Road here. But as I was saying in my video, does it lag at all? No. Here's right outside of Boo Cinema. You see where we're leaving it. I wanted to drive in Boo Cinema, so I was kind of sad about that. But this is Ghost Valley 2, I think, right here, and this is Ghost Valley 3 or 1. Like Ghost Valley 1, 2, and 3 are just in the tracks, which is great. Which is fantastic. So like, for example, Ghost Valley 1, 2, or 3, they won't really make very much engaging tracks like, let's say, Boo Cinema, right? Or, you know, Moo Moo Meadows. But they just put them in the world. You know? They just put them in the world. And same goes like, oh, there's just so many paths, which is crazy. And Robbie, thank you for the 2. Oh, thank you for the graduation gift. I appreciate it. I did graduate. We got the ice bullies. Like it's crazy. Like, especially like I feel like it's worth it for me as a game developer just to unpack this game, and that's for me more than the price of admission. But not everyone is a game developer and crazy about level design, such as myself. So that's up to you to decide for yourself. You know what I mean? Was the console subscribed? It better be. It better be. Also, Sky High Sunday looks crazy. It has the green and pink paths from Electrodrome on there, which I like a lot. It's a cool callback. Oh, I'm so sad I couldn't do the Kirby thing as well. DK footage is just crazy. I actually almost died to this guy because I forgot controls. Oh, man. What DLC do you think will be included in Mario Kart World? I don't see any DLC for at least 2 years. What are you more excited for? Smash 6 or Peak No Blade Chronicles 4? Kirby Air Riders. That's the one. Switch to Pro Controller of colored accents. Kind of. Do we get a close-up on the Pro Controller here? Got him. I think I have it. Kinda. It's black and gray, like a very light gray. You see, like the triggers have the light gray, and the sticks. Can we get a zoom? Can we get a zoom? Can we get it? Hold on. Yeah, there we go. You see, so we got the C button, the headphone jack I think is right here, which I didn't end up using. But like, has this, you know, right there. I'm gonna make an OLED and light version. Honestly, probably not. Probably not. So yeah. So you see, we got the gray. The buttons. Oh, I think the buttons are even bigger than the Switch 2 Pro Controller buttons. And they just feel great. They just feel great. Great to use. Better Mario Odyssey or New Donkey Kong? I don't know. I've only played 20 minutes of DK, and I've put in over 100 hours on Odyssey. You know. How do you activate mouse mode? I'm assuming in Metroid, you're asking that question. You just put your hand down. You can see there's a little like 4 dots in the center of the screen to indicate mouse mode. So it's very simple. Just put it down. I tried to trick it. Didn't work. Are you gonna redo the Perry series? Oh god, I don't know. Are there any Mii upgrades? I didn't see any Miis. Alright. 5 more questions. And then I'm gone. This is a GCN controller of analog triggers or digital. Same as the original GameCube controller, you know? Let's see. Do you think a lot of games will have mouse mode? I think that FPS games especially will have mouse mode. But I feel like for games that don't necessarily need it, they won't use it. Although I do think the home screen will be able to be used with mouse mode and all that stuff. So that's something. Ooh, I didn't mention this. How were the motion controls? With the motion controls specifically, let me get a. With the motion controls specifically, a really good thing. A really good thing is that they just felt more. The way motion controls work, kind of. Also, thank you, the guy. I think I will. That's not a question though. The one thing with motion controls, like when you wave around the controller, the controller sends out data at like specific points, you know? And obviously the higher that is, the more, you know, smooth it feels. I believe that they were. Because, correct me if I'm wrong. I have no idea if this is true or not. But I think that the Joy-Cons and Pro Controller sent out signals 60 times a second. I feel like this is 120. I feel like the controllers are 120. Probably because, you know, 120 frames. So I think it felt a lot smoother. It felt a lot smoother. Also, the only game I used them in was Metroid Prime 4 running at 120 frames per second. So that might also just be because of that. But it was, yeah, great. All right, 2 more questions. Should I wait to play Breath of the Wild on Switch 2? Yes. Let's see. Any upcoming member content? Yes, Robbie. Setup tour, but that's not a question. Was mouse mode? I'm assuming comfortable. Is what you want. It was more comfortable than I was expecting. I'm sure that there's gonna be like an accessory, giving like, you know, an easier like mouse grip, for whatever Joy-Con you're using. But honestly, just as is, it was pretty good. Not something I'd want to use 24/7, but like if I were to sit down, play like 30 minutes to an hour of Metroid, yeah, I'd play it, you know? All right. Last question. I'm going to close my eyes. I keep scratching my nose. Goodness gracious. All right. Ready? I'm going to close my eyes for 10 seconds and I'm going to open them up. And then whatever question I see is the last one I'm going to answer. 10, 9, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Oh God, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and... Oh, light is bright. Let's see. Okay. There was too many going too fast. And I never really saw them. So I'm going to do rapid fire. Okay. Feel comfortable in mouse mode? Yes. But I feel like if you play for an extended period of time, it will start to like cramp up a bit. But there's no confirmation of that. So yes. I think a new Mario Kart is worth $80. For me, yes, because I want to investigate the level design. For you, I don't know. And was Deltarune there? No, Deltarune was not there. Let's see. Switch 2 feel comfortable in handheld mode? Yes. Yes. Yes, it did. And it was a lot more comfortable. It was a lot more comfortable. This game sharing feature only worked with Switch 2. In the trailer, they showed it with Switch 1 and Lite. So it works. It works with others. I'm assuming you can't share Switch 2 games to Switch 1. But who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Ooh, banger, but we can't end on this. We can't end on this. That is going to be all, gamers. That is going to be all for today. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching today. I appreciate it. I appreciate. Yeah, it was good. Feel comfy. It felt so comfy to hold. I'm super excited for the console. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna go work on that short about highway robbery in Mario Kart World now. So that's great. If you guys haven't, you can watch my full Switch 2 video. I just put it out a few days ago. Or not a few days ago, I think yesterday. And apparently Cheeseball, thank you. Saving up to buy Switch 2 launch day. Nice. Yeah, that'll be great. Man. And you know, people need grass to be cut. So I mean, that's how I got all my cash saved up, honestly. It was that saving up for my birthdays and all that jazz. So yeah. Look forward to the absolute bombardment of Switch 2 on the channel, as you do. And of course, a quick reminder right before I go. To drink your water, take care of yourselves, and be nice because it is not that hard. And I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.